Hello everyone. In this video, the Charger is going full Holley. The Edelbrock Torker 440 intake is coming off, and a Holley Street Dominator intake is going on. I already have a Holley carburetor, installed that a while back, and before we jump into this video, I want to show you something that I've already done to the car that been wanting to do for a little bit, just hadn't done it yet, but let's take a look at it. The 6-pack scoop is officially no more for the time being. I do still have it in the backyard, so it might go on again at a future date, but for now I've been wanting a nice flat hood again for a while. It's one reason why I installed the 6-pack scoop, to do away with the bug catcher. But this hood I picked up a while back. I'm not sure I don't know if I had a video on it or not, but already had the holes drilled for the hood pins in a different location from where the old hood was. But this hood was originally blue. It had all kinds of cracked up paint in it. I wanted to just paint it black and put it on, but it wasn't really that easy. I had to sand this hood down to bare metal to get rid of all the paint that was on here, because it was all cracked up and would not look good. What this is actually a Rust-Oleum protective enamel. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube on how to actually spray this stuff through a paint gun, and that's what I did, and it looks really, really good. The hood, the metal wise, it's not perfect, but it don't have a big hole in it. And you can see the underside has got the blue. The hinges I changed too, because I got the hinges with the hood, and it actually closes better. I haven't touched the alignment of this at all, but the hood actually closes better. Really nice. But we're here to take off that Edelbrock Torker 440 and install the Street Dominator. So let's get the camera set up and go to town on it. Oh, the intake is off, and I got everything cleaned up, and the inside of the motor is looking good. Got the valley pin prepped and ready. Got silicone, got a thin layer of silicone on everything. Got silicone on all the corners. Old intake is sitting there. I still need to get the vacuum ports off of it and actually install it on here. But here's the new intake. I got my 1/4-inch carb spacer and studs, so hopefully old intake does not have this, so hopefully this does not interfere with the fuel line, but we'll figure that out in a second. So let's turn the camera back on and get this on. Well, everything is on and hooked back up, and let's see if this hood clears first. It should. And it should. Let's see if it have any marks. Don't think I have any marks. And it's nice. Let's get all the tools, let's grab all the tools together and fire this thing up. And before I fire this up, when I had the intake off, or right after I pulled it off, I was looking at the gasket, and I think I saw one of the ports, the centerpiece, the center part of the gasket between the runners was actually pooched a little bit. So I may have had a vacuum leak. It may not have been an external leak, but I believe I did have some kind of leak between the cylinders on that old gasket. So I got this on, I got this tight, had to replace a couple of the bolts because they were really too short. It may have been my problem, may have been the problem with the other intake, but the Holley's on there, looks good, so let's fire it up. Let me make sure of a couple things. Everything looks good. I probably just have to spin it some more. And I can already hear my battery going down. Let me hook up. Probably need to pull my RAM over and hook up jumper cables. All right, let's try this again. Should have done something by now. You know, it would help if you make sure your MSD box was plugged up. It'll fire up now. Make sure you don't have any leaks, fuel leaks. Dry. This right here is touching, but it's tight, so I'm not going to worry about it. Probably will in the future. Probably see if I can get a thicker spacer to see if maybe a 1/2 inch will still clear the hood. I don't know. But looks like it's working, and let me fire it back up. First, let me disconnect the RAM. Actually, let me fire the charger back up, then kill the RAM. Well, it's running. I want to say it's running better, but I still have a little bit of hesitation in the throttle. Right off of idle. Didn't do it there. Apparently it only does it sometimes. Right there. I still have that little hesitation to get out. Well, there it is, the new hood on the Charger and the Holley Street Dominator intake on the motor. So there it is. I still got some tweaking to do on the motor to get rid of that little stumble right there, but it's probably in the carburetor or timing or both or whatever. I'm sure I'll get it figured out. But if you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.